Hi guys, so I haven't made a video in so long, and that is mainly down to the reason being back at school, and I'm going straight into my exams and GCSEs and stuff. So with all of that, it's been quite busy. So today I thought I would do a video on a purchase I made, and I put a post on our Instagram account saying should I do a video on this, and everyone responded saying yes. So the other day my Instax Mini 8 Polaroid camera came, and I wanted one of these for so long and I just couldn't resist basically. So I ordered mine in blue, as you can see on the box, and I guess in this video I'm just going to talk you through where I got it from, some tips, some reviews, how to use it, everything you need to know if you are thinking of getting one. So mine came in this box, and then inside this box was the box that the camera came in, which is quite like this box, very nice box, and it came with 2 packs of film. I have one in there now, obviously, but this is the one that I haven't opened yet. But I don't really want to put another one in today because I've only just put one in and I have 9 pictures left to take, so that would be a bit of a waste if I did. And also it came with 2 AA batteries, which is what the camera holds, and it came with this string as well. Obviously you don't have to put this on, but I guess it kind of just helps when you want to carry it around. So first things first, how to use this camera. It is quite straightforward. To turn it on, there's a little button here on the side of the camera, and basically just press it and the lens comes out. On the back here, a red light will flash and you will hear quite a high pitched noise for about a second, and then you are ready to use your camera. But before you take a picture, on the front here, just above the lens, there are 5 settings. There is indoors, cloudy, bright and brighter, and also there's high key. Now I have heard quite a few bad things about high key, so I really wouldn't suggest that you use high key, purely because this camera has a flash that you can't prevent from going off. It will go off no matter where you are, whether you're outside, inside, anywhere, it will just go off. And I have seen a few people tape them up, but like put tape over the flash, but I don't personally recommend that because I do think that the flash gives it a nice kind of effect, but it's all up to you whatever you want to do with your camera. So here there is a sensor, and that basically senses what kind of level of brightness there is in the environment you're in. So right now, because I'm inside, the orange light is on indoors. I know you can't see it because this camera quality is so bad, but basically if you are outdoors, it will change to bright or brighter or cloudy depending on the weather outside. And if I was to take a picture right now, obviously I would have it on the indoor setting because I'm indoors, but you can obviously, I don't know if you can hear that clicking, you can move this dial to alter what kind of brightness you want it on. And then to take the picture, you press this button here and the picture will come out here. You do have to wait quite a bit for the picture to develop, but the first picture I took yesterday, which was my tester photo, it isn't very good. You can't really see. I don't know how I can, oh god, just close the camera by accident. You can't really see this very well. I don't know how I can get it to look any better, but basically it's just the sky, and I just wanted to test it, take a photo. However, I am saving this camera for monumentous occasions because the film is not cheap. it is about £1 a photo if you're American, $1 a photo, and the film really isn't cheap. So once you've taken your picture, it will come out here. The good thing about these pictures is that you don't like the good thing about these Polaroids is that all the developing is done inside the Polaroid. So back in our parents' days, you wouldn't have been able to touch it because it would have literally been ink on the top of the film. However, all of this is done inside and you can freely touch it wherever you want. However, one thing you can't do is shake it when you're waiting for it to develop, because it basically won't process as well as it should. So once you've finished taking your photo, you simply pop the lens back in and it turns off. So one thing that obviously I can't show you right now because I have film in the camera and I don't want to waste it is how to put the film in. However, if you were in a case where you were wanting to be putting film in, you would open the back here, and on the box of film there is a little yellow dot, I don't really know what it is, and on the camera there is also a yellow similar shaped object shape, and you basically just match the two up, and that is when your film is in place. So once your film's in and you take the first photo, it will be a black card. That is not a photo, just discard that, get rid of it completely, because that is like the covering of the film so that no sunlight or just general light exposure can get to it. So tips on how to take good pictures. One thing you have to bear in mind is that the viewfinder is here and the lens is here. So when you're looking through the viewfinder, what you're seeing isn't what's the center of the lens. So to get the perfect picture, put your finger on the lens and then match it up to where the object is. So say for example, I was going to take a selfie. This is what people do with selfies. Basically, you would hold the camera up here, put your finger on your nose, and then line it up to the lens. And then if that's in line, you will get the perfect shot and it should be all good. So you have to do the same thing on the other side. So say I was going to take a picture of my laptop, I would obviously look through the viewfinder anyway, and then put my finger here, and then match it up to where I'm taking the picture, just so I know that it's all in line. And then obviously that works for selfies as well. Other than that, I wouldn't really say I have many other tips on what to do with it. That is the only tip I could really give. Another tip I would say is to never use high key, because basically what that does is, despite the fact that you still have your flash, it makes it more exposed, and it's really complicated to explain, but I just wouldn't recommend you using it. So I guess that's it really. I would say that if you're going to buy one of these cameras, you need to make sure that you're really invested in it. Like, not just, oh, I want to take a nice looking picture, I'll buy this camera. They don't come cheap. I bought mine from Curry's. If you live in the UK, you'll know what Curry's is. It's basically a store that just sells all sorts of electronics, everything from fridges to cameras to computers to phones, everything you can imagine, it sells it there. And I got mine from there, and I got the box with 20 pictures, so 2 packs of film, and that was £70. And I know in America they sell them for about $100 at Urban Outfitters, and I probably suggest you get them on Amazon if you live in America, because I know that they're a lot cheaper on there. But other than that, I don't think you could get them cheaper anywhere else, purely because it is, it's not just your average camera. I mean, I guess it is quite reasonably priced for what it is, but you just have to make sure that you're really dedicated to it. Like, you have to make sure that the money you're spending on the camera, film aside, is going to be worth it, because if you're only going to buy it and then you're not going to be dedicated to taking the pictures. You're going to have wasted all that money on the camera and then the film, and it's just not really worth it. But all in all, I highly recommend investing in one of these if you are passionate about photography or you just take a lot of photos, I guess. So that's it on that matter. On other matters, basically I haven't uploaded a video in so long, and since then I went to Janoskians, and I know I promised we'd vlog, but we didn't, and I'm very sorry about that. It was like the best day ever. It wasn't particularly vloggable. When I say that, nothing much happened. We sat in a queue for about 7 hours. We saw Daniel because he came out of the venue and obviously went back into the venue. We actually unfortunately missed meeting them because we didn't know they were around the back and we were at the front queuing, obviously. But we were queuing all day, and about an hour before the doors were due to open, everyone who was miles and miles away just came running down to the front and basically pushed us quite a way back. We still got close to the front, like we were still very close to the front when it started, but it was just really annoying how so many people who hadn't queued for half as long as we had queued just pushed away to the front. And it was really quite frustrating because when they came on stage, everyone was just pushing to the front and everyone was dripping with sweat, and that is no exaggeration. There was literally sweat beams coming down everyone's faces, and basically we had to move out. Even though we were really far close to the front, we had to move and go and stand at the bar and watch from the bar, because I know for a fact that if I'd have stayed where I was, I would have probably fainted, and I would have rather watched from a further back view than have fainted and missed the show, because I doubt there'll be a chance to see them anytime soon. I know they're coming back for an arena tour, but that is only in London, I've heard. So yeah, so if you have any more like video requests, send them in on our Instagram at those5Janoskians. And if you want to know any questions, I guess, about the camera, comment down below and I maybe will make another video answering them. We'll have to see. But yeah, I hope this has helped you if you are thinking about getting a camera or you've just got one and you don't know how to use it. But yeah,